Hey everyone, this is Teresa from the White Cat channel, and I have been experimenting using the Herbal Island Glucomannan Powder. And if you remember, or if you saw that one video where I compared 6 different brands, that is one of them. And I had someone asked me to do that one first so they could have the recipe so they can use the Glucomannan powder that they got. So that's what I did. I have another video I'll probably post sometime later, but it kind of shows the experimentation that I go through. But this is the master recipe for using this type of Glucomannan powder. And it also actually was the same recipe that I used for the konjac, even though, you know, in the test it was a little firmer. But anyway, let's get into it. It's very, very easy. The recipe includes 1 cup of cool water, 2 tablespoons plus 2 teaspoons of the Herbal Island Glucomannan powder, 1/4 teaspoon of pickling lime. So just 3 simple ingredients, and you can make, these are really, really good, by the way. You can make Shirataki noodles at home. So, okay, we have the 1 cup of water. I'm just going to pour that in here. And I've went ahead and mixed the dry ingredients. So in here again is 1 tablespoon plus 2 teaspoons of the Herbal Island Glucomannan powder plus 1/4 teaspoon of pickling lime. The pickling lime, you know, does have a little bit of lumpies in it, so you can just squish those up. Okay, we'll just pour that right over there. We'll take our whisk and then just start whisking. And I found that it was probably between 45 seconds to 60 seconds before it starts to get the actual gel texture I want. I want it on the thicker side so it comes together and it kind of gets bouncy too. You can tell it starts to come away from the sides of the bowl. And there's a point you should stop. You'll figure it out when you start doing them. But you don't want it to get too hard because you need to be able to take a scoop, take it out. It can't be too hard, otherwise it won't pass through the holes at the end of this pasta press. So you can see that went together really fast, really quickly. So at that time, if you did overmix it, you just have to work faster at scooping it out. That's all. Need it just a little bit workable. Yeah. And it shouldn't matter if you stop stirring before it's done too, because the water will do the rest. The water will help it get hard. So I put that on, and I usually take and try to get the air bubbles out. And you'll see when all the air is out when the noodles start to come out. And I forgot to mention that before you start, you should always put a pot of water on so it's simmering, or almost simmering by the time you're ready. And then all you have to do is squirt them in. You can leave them totally long if you want, or you can cut them off. It really doesn't matter. If you want to have them shorter, you can cut them later or right now too. And to cut them off, just take a knife and take them off. And then you start your next batch here. That noise you hear with this plastic press, it's just kind of telling me, hey, you left it, well, you mixed it a little too long because it's difficult to get out. But they're still normal noodles. You don't have to worry about that. It's just, you know, your pasta press will complain. It will complain. You can kind of tell when it's done. But so at this point, you know, your noodles are actually done. Because of this new recipe, I've really tried to streamline everything. So maybe 5 to 10 minutes is all that I boil this. So I will turn it off, give it a boil, and then I'll show you what they look like. Okay, while those are boiling, I just wanted to stop and mention that this is a good time to turn on some really hot water in your faucet and spray it into the bowl and wherever you put your utensils here. This is the best way to ensure that you don't have a sticky mess the next morning, because when glucomannan dries out, it's like a paste or any kind of starch. When it gets dry, it's kind of hard to put the water back in it and get it to come off easy. But this way, you're sure to have all of those bits and pieces off of your utensils, or at least easy to get off. It just slides right off. It's too hot for my fingers, sorry. But anyway, oh yeah, don't forget your whisk, gotta get that in there. But that's how to clean it up really easy. And what I have is this handy strainer. When it comes time to dump the water out, just dump it through here so it doesn't go down your drain, because you really don't want that stuff down your drain. And then just put it in the trash. You'll save yourself some headaches down the road. So that's just a tip. Hey, welcome back. I just took these noodles out. These are the ones that are made with the Herbal Island Glucomannan Powder. And again, the noodles, I believe this is the best recipe for this powder type. And I'll show you the strength is darn good, and they're nice and bouncy. They just bounce around. Very good texture. I'm going to taste one. This is going to be my new favorite Glucomannan powder, this Herbal Islands. It has absolutely no taste. I've never had a Shirataki noodle that had zero taste, and these are it. So if I compare it against anything, this will be my new standard. And you know, you can do the twirly thing and they're not going to fall apart, which is one thing I look for. I don't like the noodles when they, you know, have the extra weight on the bottom, like from their length, and then they start, you know, pulling apart. These ones don't do that at all. These are going to hold up really nice in whatever sauce you get or put on top. So hopefully they'll become your new favorite noodles too. I do have a link that, you know, everyone else kind of has. It's to Amazon. Go ahead and click that if you want to help me out a little bit. But otherwise, you know, you don't have to do that. Just go ahead and subscribe and hit the like button and leave some comments telling me what you think. And if you have a powder, that Glucomannan powder that you want to have me experiment with and give you a recipe for, I'll be more than glad to do that for you. You just need to let me know where you got it so I can look there. So, okay, again, Teresa from the White Cat channel signing out until our next experiment. Bye.